Hey everybody, if you're new to the show, welcome. Please swing by betterhumanhood.com. Tell me where you found the show. That would be awesome. Leave a rating and review and share with your friends. And here we go.
Welcome to Better Humanhood, where we build a better world by building better people. We have to live on the planet, and we have to live with other people. We have conversations about making that a wonderful proposition.
Welcome back to Better Humanhood. Hope you're having a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful hour, wonderful moment. Yeah. Man, I was thinking about what to talk about this week, and then we had the debates Wednesday night. And of course, I didn't watch them because why? Why put us through that? But I wanted to talk a little bit about how to look at some issues and maybe frame them differently as we head into the political season for real. I want to start with climate change because it's been in the news this week. Utah, which is a traditionally red state, has launched a climate change initiative. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has pledged $10 billion to fight climate change. And it's an issue that for some reason is like super hot button. Now, here's the deal with climate change, if you want to talk about it from a science perspective. Just about everybody who studies the climate agrees that the climate is changing. And it's a rounding error. It's like 99.7% or something of climate scientists say that climate's changing, weather events are getting more extreme, we're having 500-year storms every couple of years. It's not how things are predicted. Now, where there's less agreement is to what effect, if any, humans are having on that climate change. Now, where it should come in politically, because one of the things that politicians are in charge of is the safety of the people they serve, falls somewhere between the whether people are contributing to speeding up climate change or somewhere between that discussion and the what should we do about it. Climate's changing. Now, the question is there a mandate to protect people from that climate change? So whether or not humans are causing any of it, we're seeing flooding, we're seeing more destructive storms. At some point, some of the shorelines are going to start to wash away, and as things get worse, because things are going to get worse, it doesn't matter whether people are contributing to the climate change. If we want to slow it down because we want people to live, and that's part of it, right? You're trying to save the species, right? Or at least protect citizens. However you want to frame it in your head. Do we have a moral obligation? I think we do. I can see where there's an argument for just, hey, climate's happening, good luck. I don't think it's the right way to go, especially if you want a prosperous nation. But I can see where there might be an argument there. And then the next argument is, okay, if we've decided that we should do something, the question then becomes what? Does cutting back on emissions help? Maybe. We have a president who talks about clean coal, and I haven't taken too deep a dive in there, so I'm not going to proclaim to be an expert. What I do know is that when I burn my charcoal grill, I do it outside. I wouldn't burn coal inside without a ventilation pipe that led outside. Right? People burn natural gas in their kitchens all the time, but you don't usually see them light up a coal stove and just let the smoke hang inside, because then you just get thick black soot everywhere. That's how I know that coal is not the cleanest thing. And maybe there's a new technology that's taken some of that out, but coal being what coal is, I know if I pick up a piece of coal, I can draw lines with it in the concrete and it gets my hands dirty. I don't really want to breathe it in. So I'm guessing that some emissions have some sort of effect. I don't know how, but if I want a cleaner sky, I got less of that stuff in it. We know that I work in news. I see boil water advisories a lot more than I used to. That seems strange to me, but all throughout the 70s, we were allowing companies to just dump their hazardous materials into water supplies, and now we're making them clean it up, which makes sense. They should, but we didn't know the science back then, and that really takes me to another point: is evolving in science. I was thinking about this recently. I don't know if you remember the 2004 election, but John Kerry was frequently accused of being a flip-flopper. He changed his stance on some things. And here's the thing, I think that's good. We don't grow as individuals unless we take new information and process it and incorporate that into our existing belief system. And if it turns out that it runs contrary to the information that we were basing our previous beliefs on, we need to change our ideas or our opinions on things. To paraphrase Tommy Lee Jones's character in Men in Black, 500 years ago, more than that now, we all knew the earth was round. We all knew the sun went around the earth. We all knew that cannonballs hit the earth faster than feathers. Well, they do, but not in a vacuum. If you are interested in actually seeing what candidates believe rather than just going with your gut, go over to isidewith.com and take some time to answer the questions, and you'll see it might not always be who you think it is. Or you might find that you're not in agreement with anybody, really. Last time I took a test, I was at about 72% with the one I most agreed with. It was probably about 5 months ago. I'll take it again before the Georgia primaries. That'll actually help me decide whether to take a Republican or a Democratic ballot. And then also again before the general election, because really, I don't want to vote with my gut. It seems to be the problem that everybody's rooting for a team right now, and I want to be exactly the opposite if I can. So let me know what you've been thinking about the state of the world and the state of the U.S. and how we're handling ourselves these days. Go to betterhumanhood.com for show notes to listen to other episodes. Be who you are. Be who you will to be. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening. Get show notes and more at betterhumanhood.com. Leave us a rating and review wherever you listen to podcasts. And have yourself a wonderful day.